Hello everybody and welcome back to some more RimWorld. Ba-da-da-ba-da-da-bum-bum. Alrighty, the time has come for us to continue getting as much progress as physically possible. So, as I said in the previous episode, our goal in this one is to get as much progress as physically possible. We not only want to get our final cornerstone, but we also want to upgrade people and our armor. We want to upgrade everything as much as physically possible. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Now, something I do want to bring up is I do know that this obviously isn't my most popular series, but because of that, I did want to say thank you guys for always hanging out. I know there's quite a few of you that always come to every episode, and there's a couple people who just kind of tune in here and there, which is totally fine. But, again, I know this isn't my most popular series, but I've been really enjoying myself, so, you know, hopefully you guys have been enjoying it as well. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of say that. It came into my mind, and I was like, you know what? I am really thankful for everyone who shows up to the series, even though, again, I know it's kind of long form, you know, it's not the Darkest Dungeon, the Ruinous style, but I've really been enjoying it, so thank you guys for always coming along and hanging out, even if you're just here for one episode. Now, enough of the pleasantries, we need to get down to business, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. So, looking at the world, what is our options? I'm curious if technically we could go and get some obsidian. I've never gotten obsidian, so I don't know how good or bad of an idea that is. Honestly, I might just even want to look that up because I have no idea. But obsidian could potentially be a really nice upgrade to all of our armor and weapons. Not sure about that, but it is an option. And because we have a passenger shuttle, we could send some people over, see what's going on, see if it's actually manageable. If it is, then we send a real squad. If it's not, then we immediately leave. That's something to think about, at least. Well, I'll tell you what, we are barely making enough power because we are going through the vast majority of it. Do we need another chem fuel generator? I don't think so, at least not yet. But it is something that we need to think about. Who would have guessed? Putting down a bunch of extra lights and doors would make it a little bit of a problem. Maybe we will put down a third generator right there. Then what I'm going to do is we're going to hollow out this room a little more because I have a feeling we're going to be getting some more use out of it. Now, this particular world does have two of the clone vat soldier guys, I believe. Actually, I don't even know if it is a clone vat dudes, but I know that there's two buildings that are very scary and our people do not have a good feeling about. One of which is directly next to our chem fuel generators, and the other one is right here. That is something that I do want to clear out before we go to the next colony, so let's not forget that both of those are there, and both potentially have something very of note. But we'll see what happens. Yeah, we're not really doing, we're falling behind on power, which I didn't think would ever happen, but you know what? Here we are. It's time to get it settled. Because we're changing around how the base is laid out, I figure having the prison up here is no longer worthy. So instead, we're going to move it over here. Also, apparently we just got a quest. A large meteorite has struck ground nearby. It has left behind a lump of L-Tex. Well, we better go get that, huh? Here's the issue. We can only afford to get 2 people. So, therefore, who is our best miners? Well, technically, we have a few options, but... Natalie and Snaz, you're the lucky contestants. So, let's go ahead and have you both load up, Natalie and Snaz. Okay, now we need to be somewhat mindful about our food. Tell you what, let's take 6 meals, and that'll be good enough. Now, once you're both ready to go, it appears as though we have some L-Techs to get. Ideally, at least. Hopefully nothing super terrible goes wrong, but we're about to find out, because here we go. Whew, geez, that took a really long time to generate. Apparently there's a bit more here, too. Okie dokie. Well, both of you, get started. Also, you know what, Snaz? I actually kind of want you to see what this is all about. What is up with all the rubble here? Whoa. Whoa. Okay, apparently we've stumbled across something a little bit more than just a meteor here. Okay, Snaz, keep exploring. Oh, great. A door that leads to literally nothing. This razor wire, that's gonna do damage to us, isn't it? Oh, okay. Bugs. Good to know. Are they coming after us? You bet they are. All right, then. Burn. Good enough for me. Snaz, outside. We'll finish exploring later. Okay, we're just gonna pretend that we didn't see that. Now, the good thing is, the fire, hopefully, will actually completely smoke them out. If nothing else, they're not gonna want to go into this middle room, which means we got plenty of time to actually do our mining. Or maybe, no, we don't. Oh man, that did big damage. Okay, well. Good thing we brought multiple fighters, because, yeah, that wouldn't have been good. Alright, Snaz. Let's have you keep mining, shall we? Mining complete. Now, if it wasn't for this place being so of note, I wouldn't have wanted to do this. But considering this place is absolutely gigantic, there's bound to be something of note here, surely. Whole lot of rooms is what there is right now. Okay, I do want to keep an eye on both of them, just in case. Okay, industrial shelf. I don't know that breaking these down will really give us anything, so let's just keep exploring. I'm all but certain that there's gonna be something of note. Apparently, like a component in steel scrap box. That sounds of note. Okay, Snaz, you keep going over this way. Ooh, a hermetic crate and another steel scrap box. Okay, this has been worth exploring. Ooh, some luciferium. Okay. Okay. Now, the only thing about Luciferium, and the reason I never use it, it is very, very good. However, after you use it, after the first dose, there is no way to get the mechanites out, ever. Which means, eventually, you will die. So, you know, using it is effectively a death sentence, which is, not ideal. Not even a little bit. No idea how to get into this big room, so what I'm gonna do is we're gonna have Snaz come beat down this wall while Natalie opens this door. Okay, a whole lot of nothing. Snaz is busy doing that. Let's keep exploring. There's no way we're exploring this whole thing, by the way. It is far too big, and we don't have enough supplies to stick around forever. But that doesn't stop us from exploring a little bit. Okay, Natalie, open this one up. Oh, this just leads outside. Okay, well. Snaz is still going strong. Natalie, you see what's in here. Whole lot of nothing. Keep going. Okay, I see wood in this one, so this one has to be something... No, apparently not. Okay. 2 more rooms. 2 more rooms, and then we leave. Okay. Okay. I don't think we're gonna find too much else of note. So you know what? We have Eltex. We have some Luciferium. I don't even know if we're gonna take it, honestly. We might. Honestly, it might just be worth selling it, though. Ooh. Area revealed. It's a big old tank trap. Well, I think it's time to go. So, let's load up Snaz and Natalie. Let's get components, all the Eltex, the Luciferium, steel, and that seems good to me. Honestly, not a bad haul, considering we... You know what? We'll take the mechanoid slag chunks, too. Why not? But yeah, legit, like, components, Eltex, Luciferium, steel. Pretty nice. And off we go. Back home. Nice. Well worth the trouble. Also, you know what? I need to assign it to where absolutely nobody, regardless, ever uses Luciferium. Lucy. No. Okay, we'll have to find it ourselves. Haha! No. You know, for a low psychic drone, it sure is having a pretty devastating effect. Although, to be fair, since we are all women... and it is against women, it makes sense. Now, most importantly, I am building multiple new rooms. We've already got this one, which is now Maples, and we're building 2 more. Is it enough for everyone? No. But, you know what? It's probably time that we actually start getting bedrooms. As lovely as nature truly can be, it's probably better that we actually all have somewhere to go to sleep. Now, what I'm doing, I know it's a little hard to see just because it's dark, I'm putting gold tiles equally spaced out to both raise our wealth a tiny, tiny bit, but it also raises the beauty in between every single room, which means we're all going to be a lot happier. I hope. I was also debating doing like some silver tiles or something. Actually, how expensive would that be? Let's see. Floor, tile, silver. Ooh. 70 a pop is like, you know what? Let's say we did this whole thing. That right there is 1,600 silver. Well, if that doesn't raise our wealth, I don't know what will. So it's probably good to do it at some point, but not right now. There is also an exotic goods shuttle overhead, which means I'm going to be making a sale. I want the advanced components, I want the regular components. Plasteel, gimme. Ooh. And you have tech prints, cataphract armor, flesh shaping, and circadian influence. Uh-huh. It crafts brain implants. Oh, it alters your sleep. Okay. Right. Okay. That's probably a really good thing for us to have. God dang, look at how expensive those are. 3.7, 2.4, 2.4. Okay, let's think this out. Okay. I found a way to make it work, despite everything. So, if we give up buying advanced components, and give up buying a single more component, we can get the tech print for flesh shaping and cataphract armor. But in return, we give them all of our Gravlite panels, which we're not going to be using. We give them all of our packaged survival meals. We give them a lot of our animals, which honestly, that kind of just works out, because once again, we have too many. It's an expensive trade, and absolutely all of our silver is about to be gone. But it is a worthy trade indeed. Now, let's go apply these tech prints immediately, shall we? This is gonna be huge. Both of these tech prints are absolutely going to throw us into Spacer. Tech print applied, cataphract armor, and tech print applied, flesh shaping. Also, apparently we're throwing a party. Yippee! Now, oh yes indeed, cataphract armor is on our list, and so is flesh shaping. I would like to have skin hardening, but we'll get there when we get there. At least it is something. Also, yes, I did decide to do the research for the Johnson Tanaka drive just because I want us to get even closer to Spacer Stage, and that seemed like a good way to do it. Now, hopefully this party raises our mood a little bit. Let's see. Attended party, +8. Yeah, okay. Also, -30 from a low psychic drone. Ooh, yeah. If that doesn't say it's affecting us, then I don't know what does, because holy, that's bad. So, once we finish our jump drive research, we are immediately gonna go into the flesh shaping upgrade. Then we'll go into cataphract armor. I don't know if that'll be enough to throw us into Spacer Stage, but I'll tell you what, it'll get us real close. Now, as soon as these 2 rooms are done, I am going to be moving people in, and our goal of making a silver tile floor is far in the future now, because we just spent 5k silver. I think it's worth it. Painful, but I think it's worth it. Also, I am just going to go ahead and turn on all the lights, so all these rooms are going to be lit up. May as well. Kind of no reason not to. Let's see, in this sun lamp. We can afford to do one more sun lamp. Why not? We'll have the entire hallway lit up just in case anything nasty were to happen again that involves overwhelming darkness. Let's see. And I am also going to mine these 2 out. They left our range. What's interesting is, we're actually, just from the amount of trading that we've done with them, we're close to actually being quite good friends with the Traders Nexus Majiggy. Now, I am going to send Maple up to the anima tree so she can do a psychic pulse to try and counteract the low psychic drone. Oh. Nice. Oh, yes, we do also, we need to change, because you still have, yeah, you're still part of the Princely Coven. Well, let's go try to convert Kyoko. Come along. It's pretty cool being a dryad, wouldn't you say? Certainty, 0%. Kyoko? now believes in the Fey-Line synergy. Very good. Very good indeed. Okay, well, that'll also make everyone a little bit less unhappy, because that's now one less person who doesn't believe in the same thing. I am going to build a light here, just so it's all ready to go. Oh yeah, this is looking nice. Now we just need people to actually finish their research. Also, a dryad nest has been made. I don't really know where we got it, but I have a feeling it's from our awakened dryads. And then, like I hope I mentioned earlier, we do have a new prisoner area just to make use of the security door. Otherwise, it would have gone to complete waste. So I also think it's just a better idea to have it here, since it is within a pretty good little strip of defenses right about now. Something else I'm about to do that might be a little bit dumb, right? I understand that. However, I'm gonna do it anyway, and it's called making an absolutely gigantic wall. So if we just do 3 across pretty much the whole way, I want to block off this entire zone so that people are a little bit more funneled towards our actual, well, wall with a gate. Okay, here's what I have set up. Turns out the anima tree will be disturbed if we build the way I was originally going to, so we're improvising. Here's what we're doing. Just a nice, clean wall all the way across. Nothing gets in through this top area. We like that. That's good. What we can do is we can make a little tunnel, which is just filled with a crap ton of traps. Kinda. And that'll be how we get to the anima tree relatively safely, without breaking into this place. I don't know how big it is, which is a problem, but we will see the sandstone wall, so that is a good indicator. Then, we are making just a nice big wall all the way over here, so that we can farm in peace, and we can make use of all of this fertile land that we have not been using, at least ideally. And overall, that's the plan. So we can make little choke point entrances, and that should be good. Like making an entrance right here that's just like quadruple defended, easy. Then we make like a bit of an L wall, and we quadruple defend that, easy. And then if we need to access anything over on this side, well, we've already got a security door ready to go. I don't know if it's a good idea to just spam security doors. They are pretty tanky. Like, how much health does it have? It has 800 hit points, which is good. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I haven't decided on that part. But either way, having actual defenses now is a good idea, because guess what? We're entering the part of the game where we have so much wealth on the field that we're gonna need it. Oh no! A mysterious obelisk has crashed nearby. The warped obelisk has appeared. Oh, Kitteh, just what I've always wanted in our loving society we have here. So, progress report, because it's honestly been a bit scarily quiet. We are working on the wall, and it's coming along quite nicely. Just about done on the left side. I also decided to make a bit of a square grid connect directly to the wall in case we want to put up some defenses or, for example, a security door. Then, up at the top, it is also going very, very well. I am going to make an opening over here on the right side, and I think we're going to do either a double security door system or not. I haven't decided. So, I'm trying to plot out how the security doors are going to work. I want one that can come out here to the left, I want one that can come out here to the right. I mean, ideally we have one that just comes straight up, just so we can still get to our anima tree. Maybe I'll just put that, like, right here, and we'll just, you know, call it simple. And we have one that's down here, so that's already good. Yeah, so technically we don't need one over to the left, especially because there's really not a whole lot we need over there. Yeah. Now, one thing that's unfortunate about this expansion is in our range, we have exactly 0 extra steam geysers, which is fantastic. But hey, what are you gonna do? Oh, this is probably... Or no, it disallows cutting. Why have you guys been cutting this? That probably hasn't been helping our mood. Well... Yeah, we have the warped obelisk to deal with now, so isn't that fun? Also, we have so much corn that we literally do not know what to do with it, so I think it is time to expand yet again. So, honestly, if we just take out this wall... Yeah, honestly, if we just take out this wall... Another row of shelves should be enough to basically keep us ready to go, especially because hopefully a merchant will come soon. Actually, you know what? I think what we'll do, just to guarantee it, let's call one of our friends. The Cervexa League. Why not? Okay. Bad temperature. It is? It's permanent summer. That's bad for you? Huh. That sucks. Okay, let's call our other friends. Crested Bulk Goods Caravan. We are going to need to give them something so that they're a little bit happier with us, because we're going through their goodwill very, very quickly. Who would have guessed when you're constantly asking for something, people tend to get a little bit upset. Well, it's not our fault that our thriving society requires a little bit of... fertilizer. Maybe we'll work on a wording. Boy, that sure didn't take a long time, did it? Luxembourg noticed activity in the warped obelisk, and now Luxembourg is disappearing. Well, at least it was one of our fighters who is fairly well equipped. Wouldn't you agree? Luxembourg, do what you must do. Also, you have some smoke leaf joints with you, so that's nice. Alright, here's the goal. Get out of here as quickly as possible. Also, potentially find some loot. Aha! So these gray statues teleport you. Okay, so don't go in the rooms with gray statues. Epic! Also, hey, a Harbinger tree. But also a bedroll, actually. Luxembourg, if you could, uninstall that, that would actually be really good, because then we can get some decent sleep in here. Okay, so pick this up. Pick up the survival meal. You're gonna be just fine. There's no sunlight in here, though, which means that we are actually back on a normal timer compared to our normally not having to eat counterpart. Behold! Well, another room of absolutely nothing. Okay, some actual rooms that we can look at. Well, oh, this has to be a terrible idea, right? Well, Luxembourg, open the boxes. A skull. Penoxygoha. What the heck is this? It prevents infections. Huh. Okay. Yeah, why not? That actually seems really good. More Luciferium. Another skull. Great. And a lung. Cool. Yeah, alright. So, from memory, we don't actually need to pick up everything in here because I believe once and if we find our way out, everything just gets teleported out regardless. Well, we found our way out. That actually didn't take long at all. Alright. Sure. Luxembourg has discovered a large obelisk. It looks nearly identical to the one that originally brought her here. Yeah, okay. Love enhancer. Ooh. Oh! An vanometric power cell! Okay. Yeah, that's good. That's real good, in fact. I don't think we're gonna find anything quite as good as that, but I am gonna look around just a tiny bit more. Okay, a bunch of... you know what? I think that's pretty much it. You know what? Let's get out of here. I've had enough of this place. The obelisk begins to activate, and Luxembourg has reappeared. Cool. There's enemies on the field? Oh, there's finger spikes on the field. I see. Well, it's only finger spikes, so it could be significantly worse. Let's send our dryads after them. Let's see, let's send all of our companion dryads after this one. And then let's send our companion dryad dragon after this one. We will make short work of them, won't we, little one? I think it's kind of coming in our direction. Nah, it's just kind of doing its thing. Alright, nothing a dragon can't solve. Oh, boink. Bowman is on a smoke leaf binge. The finger spike refuses to die. Well, we got it now. We did take an injury, actually. That was actually a bit of a closer fight than expected. Our dryads are on the way to come beat this one up. Now, I think once we kill them, we get all the goodies. I sure hope so, because otherwise we would have missed out on a vanometric power cell, and I don't think I could forgive myself for leaving that. Death to the finger spikes, yes! Oh, actually, there's some packaged survival meals. You know what? What if I type it in? Vano. Oh. It's directly in the center of our base. Fair enough. Why would I have thought to look there? Let's put our brand new vanometric power cell right where it can be lovely and safe, shall we? Yes, that will do nicely. The outer wall is going absolutely swimmingly. As you can see, it is going to be a pinnacle of defense for our lovely people. However, we're not going to finish it quite in time because a raid has arrived. Yeah, and it's snacks. It's snacks. That's a problem. They are scary. So, Luxembourg, come here. Melee, follow suit. Then, Natalie... I don't think they're going to come all the way up this way, but you know what? We will have a little bit of defense there. Natalie, I want you down here. Alchemist, I want you down here as well. Then... yeah. Then I want our 3 dryads all the way over here so that they are ready to go just in case. Where is our regular helper dryads as well? Let's have both of you ready to go just in case. Now, we do have a little bit of time before they decide to come and attack us, so everyone should be able to get into position. There we go, we're looking good. Okay, let's have everybody step outside. Okay, we do have a little bit of time to get into a good position here, so I don't know which way they're necessarily going to go. So Melee and Alchemist, I want both of you right here. Then Luxembourg and Natalie, I want both of you right here. So either way they go, we will be ready to catch them off guard immediately. They are going for one of our mechanoids, which isn't amazing. Let's go ahead and have our crawlers get ready to come on out. Our dryads are perfectly fine where they are. Okay, well, it looks like we know which way that they're gonna go now. So let's get everyone all together. Luxembourg, Melee, I want both of you right here. Natalie, Alchemist, I want both of you taking the rear. That way you have plenty of room. Okay, the engagement has started. They are actually keeping their distance, though, so we are gonna move up a little bit. Yeah, let's keep moving up. So, both of you, I want you back here. I mean, if they're just gonna stay in their corner, I'm just gonna keep moving up and kind of cutting them off. Defensive positions, everybody! Okay, Luxembourg, Melee, I want both of you right here. Alchemist and Natalie, I want both of you right here. We've got all but perfect shots on them. They're actually backing away really far. Let's move up a little bit. Not too far. Okay, if they want to make something happen, they're gonna have to go through us first. Okay, Melee, go for Gabber. Luxembourg, come for Dan. Now go for Pig. Well, that went very well. Note to self, to any potential snacks that want to attack us in the future, maybe if you're gonna begin a raid, don't spend most of the raid backing away into a corner. That, you know, in hindsight, maybe not your brightest move. Justina's hives. Oh, but we can't use that. Oh, that sucks. Oh man, an infestation of 5 hives is a lot. That is a lot. 1,000 plasteel is actually kind of crazy as well. That's a lot. That is like an unrealistic amount. I mean, okay, so this weapon we can't use because, hang on, let me see. Because we like really crappy weapons. I don't remember exactly what it's called. Ah, here it is. So, we like Neolithic weapons. We hate Ultra-Tech weapons. Unfortunately, one of the things that is just going to happen. Now, honestly, a lot of this stuff we're not even able to use. Well, okay, I wouldn't say we're not able to use. Rather, there are just better things. To be fair, though, maybe, you know what? Maybe we could make something happen. Like, the daggers are just useful. it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to have everyone who isn't a pacifist carry a dagger in that case. You know what? I've convinced myself. Let's see. Daggers. We have 12 shield belts? Why do we have so many? Knife. Question mark? Oh, because it's at the smithy. I see. Well, it is... Okay, hang on. Wait. Alright. We are just gonna make a ton of ikwas, and we're just gonna make them out of wood. Honestly, no reason not to make them out of anything except for wood. And then we'll have everyone, again, who isn't a pacifist, just equip it. And that should be totally fine. Because it will be a very nice mood boost for everyone who isn't in immediate combat. And for the people who are in combat, well, we have better weapons. Yep, that certainly doesn't help. Trees ravaged, -20. Yeah. Well, we're just gonna have to sit on that debuff for a while, so not my favorite. And honestly, a lot of that is probably uprooting and moving them. So, it had to be done. Very unfortunately, it had to be done. But either way, it had to be done. We did the best that we could do. So, meh. Okay, I don't know if I've done this correctly. But I have it set to where whenever we have any, we will be smelting down all tainted apparel. Because we don't like tainted apparel. As for weapons, only bio-coded weapons are allowed. Because bio-coded can only be used for a single person. We don't want that, so ideally, we can just turn them into something a little bit better. I'm hoping that they don't just start randomly destroying weapons and armor. We'll see how that goes, but in theory, it should make it to where we have even less clutter as well. Also, our little storage down here, oh, it's so useful. So many blocks. So many blocks. I have an idea. The Royal Tribute Collector has come to town, and we aren't able to give you LTEX because we never unloaded it. Let's try that again. We are gonna give you all the LTEX that you could ask for. After all, we have no use of it. Also, yippee. Now that they happen to also be in town, what's to say that we don't get 1,000 plasteel? This is gonna suck. Infestation! Oh, it's in our crafting room. Wonderful. Okie dokie. Well, here's the deal, though. We have barkskin dryads. Ideally, we have multiple of them. Let's see. Good to go. Okay, both barkskin dryads, get in there. Both awakened clawers, get in there. Then, Natalie, Alchemist, I want both of you standing outside, ready to go. Melee, Luxembourg, Snaz, and yeah, that'll do. I want the three of you off to the side in case anything tries to sneak by. Speedy, you should get out of there. Pronto. Okie dokie, here we go. Send in the dryads. Actually, you know what? Let's awaken another barkskin dryad, just while we're at it. Oh man! Okay, so they do destroy all of our stuff. That's to be expected. Let's let the dryads deal with this first. We'll go in there as soon as they've given up the fight. Or they might just flat win for us. I'm not saying that isn't in the realm of possibility. Okay. I mean, so far, this fight almost seems like it is a complete and utter victory. The only thing is, this is only the first round. We still have multiple more to go. Okay, let's let them do their thing. They decide to leave. Let's not let them do their thing. You go after this one. You go after this one. Okay, the quicker we can deal with these hives, the better, which our claws are working on. Okay, now I want both claws to go after the big mega spider. Okay, you know what? Let's start getting in there. Okay, now you after this one, you after this one. Okay, now you after this egg, you after this egg. Was that it? That actually seemed almost too easy. Was that actually it? Wow. Okay. That went really, really well. Far, far better than I ever could have expected. Sure. Okay. Now Melee, since you are, you know, you're pretty good at this thing, could you come melee attack, haha, these, critters to death? I would like to tame them, right? I think it would actually be really cool to have some mega spiders and stuff on our team. Honestly, I don't know how I would go about that. Like, it's easier said than done to tame them. I mean, hey, either way, a job well done, everybody. Good job. And for the low, low price of our dryads getting absolutely shredded and also our fabrication bench being destroyed, for the low, low price of all that, we're 1,000 plasteel richer. And cataphract armor has been completed. As for what to actually research next, I don't know. We'll do the reactor just because we can. Are we... Someone come light this fire, and then we'll see if we're actually ready to go to Spacer Stage. Doubt it. Think we still need quite a bit for it. But if we are ready, then I would like to do that immediately. Well, time to repair as if nothing happened. Luckily, I don't think they destroyed our advanced components, so yay. It is gonna take us, well, actually, to be fair, we have 3 big fabrication benches, so I actually don't think it'll take that long to get all of our advanced components back. Also, let's just make sure that everyone has a wooden Iqua. Everyone who's not fighting, that is. Okay. Okay, you're incapable of violence, so you aren't gonna get any use. Bowman. You are also incapable of violence. And Speedy, you can come equip this one. Alright, so 2 of our people absolutely refuse to fight. Hey, fair enough. But everyone else who isn't a guaranteed fighter now has a wooden Iqua, which means it's a permanent mood boost. Hey, pretty good. Also, it does seem like how we have this set up is working. We're only smelting stuff that we absolutely do not want, so you know what? Works for me. Now, once we get our fabrication bench up and going once again, we are gonna be good to go. We also have a distress signal. Don't care. They are our enemies. And the Refugee Imperium is leaving. Now, the nice thing is, because of how we've been playing, they're decently happy with us. It says 0, but technically, that 0 is actually 8. Also, yeah, we are still not ready to go to Spacer Stage. So I think we're gonna need a lot more blueprints, which means a lot more waiting for people to show up with them. And now our wall is finally complete. I'm actually debating if we even need this little hallway just to get to our anima tree, because we can actually get there quite easily. So you know what? For the moment, I'm just gonna cancel this. Maybe we'll just keep it as a deep digging area. Now, there is also something that I've considered. Originally, I was just going to do a double security door at all of our entrances with a little bit of sandbags. However, what's to stop enemies from just going, man, these security doors are way too strong. Let's break down the wall instead. Honestly, nothing. Literally nothing is stopping them from doing that, so that's kind of a problem. So I guess we'll just have to deal with that when the time comes. Now, what I'm also gonna do, because I notice it is slowly becoming a problem, is I'm gonna set up this entire area as nothing but a hay farm. Yeah! If we are to eventually synchronize with the Archonexus, we must, unfortunately, roboticize ourselves to a understandable degree. Master Melee is well on the path. Healing Enhancer, Coagulator, 2 Elbow Blades, 2 Detoxifier Kidneys, because not only are they better, but we're basically immune to toxic now. Bionic Strider Leg, because it's better and we work faster. And 2 Power Claws, because they are very powerful. Now, with Natalie, Bionic Eye gives us 125% part efficiency, as well as a healing enhancer and a coagulator. Because, hey, you can never go wrong with less bleeding. I'm also working on something very unique. Bionic Hearts. They give 125%. So, therefore, I'm making 5 of them for the 5 people who are going to be going to the next area. A heart that is just better and can get no diseases or heart attacks or anything, that's just the way to go. Oh yeah, by the way, there's a flesh beast attack coming on. So, that's great. Well, let's just get our bark skin dryads ready to go, shall we? Melee, destroy them. Okay, other dryads are on the way. They are just quite slow. You come for this one. You go for this one. You keep doing what you're doing. Okay, you come here. Now, we need someone to come fill this in, so ideally, we will work on that somewhat quickly. Okay, everyone is going into battle mode. We like that. Defend our forests from these flesh beasts. More signs that these humans are not to be trusted under any circumstance. Kyoko! You're not assigned to deconstructing. Never mind. Nyana! Come deal with this, pretty please. Now, assuming nothing else attacks us, that actually went really well. Yeah, That actually went really, really well. Well, you know what? Healing pod. We'll get there when we get there. You come kill this finger spike. And that's that dealt with. Yippee! I know it's gonna be expensive. I know it's gonna be expensive, but considering we want our 5 people to be as OP as physically possible before they go, let's make another bionic strider leg, and then let's get another bionic eye ready to go. Natalie is gonna be an absolute beast with her assault rifles. And then, of course, once we have enough bionic hearts, we're gonna get those installed as well. We are gonna be so unbelievably overpowered for the second place we go. You have no idea. I am also debating, by the way, once we actually do get to the point where we can do spacer stuff, I'm thinking I kind of want to take, I don't know if it's 5% or 10%. Actually, you know what? We could check. Faction cornerstones. Let's see. Okay, it's 5%. I'm thinking of doing the Cult of Inner Strength because it makes it so the mental break threshold is decreased by 5%. Honestly, with how easy it is for us to go low morale, I'm kind of rethinking the whole sickness thing in favor of mental break. I kind of just think that it's gonna be the play. Like, honestly, these 3, more movement speed, more work, and less chance for a mental break. It kind of just seems like the way to go. Like, the more I think about it, the more I think that, yeah, not having to deal with mental breaks does sound pretty useful. You know, I still think we'll see, but that is definitely more what I'm leaning towards, so we'll see how that goes. For the sake of our cornerstones, I'm accepting the grav engine. Now, we are immediately going to sell said grav engine, but that's fine. Now, I'm primarily doing this just so I can get the research so that we have a better chance to get our cornerstone. Also, we actually get quite a bit of scrap, which I'm quite happy about. Okay, now, let us inspect the grav engine. Luxembourg, you can handle this, I'm sure. Okay, Luxembourg, and wowee, would you look at that? So, again, we're not actually going to be using it, but it does allow us to progress in our research, which is basically the only thing that we want. Because once we get that cornerstone, that is one of the final pieces that we actually need. Also, Kyoko is down? Ah, food poisoning. Yeah, that would do it. One of our companions is heading over to rescue, so we should be fine. After all, look at this nice little hospital that we've got. We've got TV, we've got plants, we've got jade columns, which are really pretty. It's perfect, really. And Bowman researches basic grav tech. Now we're going to go ahead and research standard grav tech. And we'll also research advanced grav tech. Again, I don't think this will be enough, but I'm just gonna keep checking because we need to do everything industrial, and it doesn't say exactly what we need. A small herd of thrumbos have wandered into the area. Looks like we have another chance at this, huh? Well, the one with the absolute highest chance is Persimmon. So let's see how it goes. 2% chance! Oh my god. Okay, so borderline not gonna happen. Again. By the way, they are both female, so there will not be any breeding. Which is extremely unfortunate. But if we could even get one, that would be good enough. 1.7% chance. Oof. Another 1.7% chance. Yikes. So you legit have to hit like a anywhere from a 1 to 3% chance to tame Thrumbos. Okay, so it is significantly harder than I thought it was going to be. Here I was thinking like, oh, we're good with animals. Yeah, it'll be totally fine. We'll just get them straight away. Maybe not. Maybe that isn't what's going to happen. Oh my god. A horde of 17 shamblers is attacking. Oh. Well, good thing we have our defenses up and going, huh? Okie dokie. Big Claws, you are going to be in charge of defending over here. Big Barkskin Dryads, you're also going to help defend. So this side, good to go. Luxembourg, Natalie, I want both of you right here. Then, Melee, Snaz, Alchemist, I want you guys over here because this is where there's more of a bulk. Alright, let's get moving as quickly as possible because these shamblers are angry. Someone's already in combat? Yes, our little mechanoid. Run, mechanoid, run! Okay, while we deal with everything up there, we still need to deal with everything down here as well. Luckily, we've seen our Dryads are actually very, very powerful, so ideally, they should be able to deal with that. How's it going up here? Okay, they're about to break through. Let's open this door. Okay, then stand ready. Or they'll just ignore us. Okay, well, in that case, let's just attack them. If you're more fixated on this simple door than us, then I guess you'll simply die. Okay, that fight's going well. Let's go ahead and look back up here. How we doing? Okay, you attack here. Okay. Oh, I see, and they're attacking this wall. Okay, well, we can deal with that. We can deal with that. Now, you three, I want all of you up here. That way you can come deal with this threat. Okay, and they are also trying to break in through here as well, which we don't want. So, Luxembourg, go attack this one. Okay, and then we're all moving up. You two, attack this one. You two, attack this one. And then you keep this one busy. Okay, good stuff. Now, both of you come up here to attack these, because they are trying to break through. Okay, we're good to go up here. So you guys go heal. Alchemist, good job. You were standing guard. Nobody is up here anymore. Let's see. Okay, we do still have a couple to deal with. So you two, I want you up here attacking Mr. Skelly, and then you should be good to go. Luxembourg is dealing with these ones quite nicely. Now come deal with this one. We did take a little bit of damage, but that's fine. Meh. Blastial weaponry versus forces of the undead. Disgusting. Alright, now that the Shamblers have been dealt with, now it's time for recovery. Also, as far as research goes, we're doing real good. Advanced Gravtech is just about ready to go. I also did take basic mech tech. Again, we're not going to use it, but having it will probably help us advance our technology a little bit quicker. I want the Thrumbos. I know it's legit probably not even gonna happen, but I want them. So you know what? We have a little bit more time before they run away, so let's try it one more time. Ah, 2% chance. Alright. So they're probably gonna leave here in a second, and that probably means that we're not gonna get them. But you know what? At least we tried, right? Like, what was that? 5 attempts total? 2-ish% chance every time? Yeah, it wasn't in our favor, but you know what? It's better to try than not. It's time to do something a little bit more dangerous, eh, Apple? Well, first of all, the danger is we're replacing your lung and kidney, but the second danger is we're going on a little trip. So, this is gonna suck, but it's going to be worth it. We are forming a caravan to go over to this nearby settlement. They're neutral to us, but they are plus 32, so it's something. And we are going to try and find a tech print. Melee and Bowman are in charge. They brought a lot of goodies, so we have plenty to sell. They have plenty of food, and they have all 4 companion dryads, keeping them nice and safe, as well as carrying all their stuff. Now, if Apple gets this detox lung installed, we're gonna be so good to go. Drill arm, 2 detox lungs, bionic heart, an immuno enhancer, because hey, why not? Detoxifier kidney, bionic strider leg to offset the movement speed penalty, and a field hand. Apple is going to be ridiculously OP. Now, as for everyone else, same deal. Kyoko has a bionic jaw because it kind of helps with talking a little bit, and a bionic heart because, hey, can't go wrong with that. I think, at least, but we'll see. And we have also called an exotic goods trader from our Dryad friends because in a perfect world, they come with a tech print. We'll see. But hey, perfect world. You never know what's gonna happen. The good news is we have so much to sell that even if they don't, we can get silver, which means when someone does have it, probably the space pirate guys, then we're gonna be good to go. Also, when the space pirate dudes show back up, I am just gonna sell as much as possible and potentially even give them gifts. That way we can make friends with them and call them whenever we need. Also, Apple surgery has gone without fail. Absolutely incredible. Well, I think we'll be fine. But it... yeah, I think we'll be fine. Multiple things are going our way. Not only did we just get a ton of free rep, because the very same people that we're visiting just came by, but a bulk goods trader is on the way. Also, those Moyos told us about an Alpha Thrumbo, which is basically across the world from us, so no way that that's happening. But still, good to know. Now, we need to make friends. Let's see, what can we possibly offer you? Also, do you have any tech prints? No. Well, for the low price of a bunch of Gravlight panels we weren't going to use anyway, and the love enhancer that we literally are never going to use, looks like we have ourselves a brand new ally. Yes, sir, we do. It's a pleasure doing business with you. We are selling 5,000 wood. And also a few of our animals. For, get this, 172 plasteel and 128 gold. Works for me. That sounds pretty useful to me. It also means that now we can summon the good exotic goods trader, and they probably have the highest chance for a tech print so far. Ah! Not a single tech print. Ooh, how unfortunate that is. Well, the good news is they do have some things that we are interested in. For example, the reprocessor stomach, which, as a reminder, makes it so you get hungry less quickly, makes a stomach more efficient, and also makes it so you can't get gut worms. So, yeah, we'll be buying that. Thank you very much. Now, what else do they have that we want? Honestly, tough skin gland is not bad. Like, it's a pretty decent amount of defense. I'm gonna take the tough skin gland. Even though, you know, the stone skin gland is technically better. But oh well, we're not in a position where we can be upset about it. We're also, I would like all of your gold. And ooh, the marine helmet could be nice, but we can... Actually, it's good condition. You know what? We'll take the marine helmet, just because it saves us quite a bit of Mooney. Then you can have all of our Muffalo wool, and you can also have these random weapons that we picked up along the way. A pleasure doing business with you. Now, we need to figure out how to get back home. So, it's gonna take us a fair bit longer. Can I not reform caravan just yet? Aha, there we go. We're now headed back home. Yeah. Now, again, it says we're out of food, but we're not. So, I don't know why the game keeps saying that, but hey, you know, as long as we're not actually out of food, I guess it doesn't matter. It's just very alarming to see that we don't have any. Okay, well, we're immediately gonna make good with our friendship with the orbital dudes. They do have tech prints. Molecular analysis. Do we have that? Hang on. Wait. Okay, do we have that? Molecular analysis. No, we don't. Okay. So that's one for sure that we want. Poison synthesis, honestly, we may as well just get it because we can. Ooh, we're gonna need to make some tough choices here because we're... You know what? I think I might have called this a little too early. Tell you what, you can have all of our pigs because we can't butcher them anyway. Ooh, yeah, I was definitely a little too preemptive on this one. Tell you what, smoke leaf and psychite, we have a ton of it. We would be more than happy to share. As for what else, only prevents new infections. Okay, I think we're gonna sell that. This book, yeah, we'll keep all of our books. How close are we? Molecular... Oh, man. We're about 400 off? Ooh, yikes. Okay, so what if I do -50? That's very, very close. You know what? I mean, 2 tech prints is better than none. So we get poison synthesis, molecular analysis, and unfortunately we don't get jump packs, which actually could be really good. The only thing is, what would we sell for it? Because at this point, we kind of have to sell stuff, and I'm not really willing to get rid of anything else. Technically, we have the Resurrector Mech Serum, but I'm not doing that. That is 1,000% a bad idea. So, good enough. They stay at 58, so they are still quite happy with us, which I am pleased about. So next time they naturally come around, what I'll do is I'll just give them a bunch of gifts, and that should be good enough. Now, let's go ahead and toggle power into our research, because we got some stuff to research. let's see, tech print right here. Let's drop that. Enable Luxembourg. I want you to apply it. Then let's apply the molecular analysis. Let's have Natalie, you can go ahead and handle that one. 2 more researchers are now on the field. Well, it has been quiet for a while again, so sure, why not? A mechanoid combat cluster has landed nearby. What the heck is that? Psychic droner. Apparently it only affects males, so it actually will not be a problem for us even remotely, to the point where I'm kind of debating that we should leave it. There's a very scary maid on the field, and also a real big shield. Well, alright then. Melee, Luxembourg, Natalie, Alchemist. All of you, get ready to go, because we got ourselves something real scary. You know what, Snaz? Let's get you in. Let's get you in on this too. Okay, wait for it. All right, here we go. So, Melee, go for the cannon. No, you know what? Actually, Snaz, go for the cannon. Melee, go for this maid. Luxembourg, go for the Cyclops. Then, Natalie and Alchemist, I want both of you to just move up for the moment. Not really a whole lot that we can use for cover, so let's hope that this goes well. Here we go. Everyone's moving. Okay. Now, both of you, I want you to, you know what? Let's move up slightly closer. Okay, here we go. Everything is active. So, shoot here. Get that absolutely dealt with. Okay, explosion has occurred. Natalie, shoot here. Alchemist, help here. Ouch. Natalie did take a nasty attack. Okay, another explosion goes off. Take out the Scorcher if you're able. Luxembourg, once you're no longer on fire, try and take out the Cyclops. Okay. Dealt with. Dealt with. Okay. We should probably still kill this drone, huh? Yeah. Yeah, we should probably deal with the drone still, huh? Well, you know what? Since this drone is barely worth our time, let's go ahead and get our Ascended Clars, and they can deal with it themselves. Well, I kind of want you guys to put out the fire, though. That's, you know, that's kind of an important thing that I would like you to do. Also, this mech high shield is still here, so that is something to note. But we can always deal with it with our Clars. Plonk. Okay, now both of you destroy this. Or we can deconstruct it now. Okay, well, I guess we'll do that instead. So, I went ahead and installed a new UI mod. I don't know if I'm going to keep it, but it seemed pretty interesting. It affects our gear. So, what this mod does is it basically gives us a little bit more of a detailed breakdown of what all of our stuff actually does. For example, on the left, we can see all of our combat stats, and we can see our equipment and inventory. And on the right, we can see all of our resistances, as well as what we're wearing. Then if I toggle this up here, we can see what we can still equip, and it even tells us everything that we can equip per slot. Very, very useful. Also, we can see what our total resistances is. Overall, that's pretty nice. It even shows us psychic sensitivity. So, I thought that it was really good. And it's also good to know that apparently Master Melee, with literally no weapons, just all natural, so to speak, considering the amount of stuff that has been installed. 13.92 damage per second, I assume. We have 21% armor pen. And we have a resistance of 113% sharp, 81% blunt, and 59% heat. Now, part of the reason we have that much is because we have the stone skin gland on Melee. Honestly, it made the most sense. Melee is one of our biggest fighters, but is a nudist. So this kind of just makes it so that we're wearing armor all the time, despite not actually wearing armor. And yeah, you know, we are technically a little bit slowed down, but with 2 bionic strider legs, that really doesn't matter very much. Well, 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 would you look at that? We appear to have found a brand new area with a lot of gold. So, here we go. Alright. So, we're only bringing 3 people this time, but it should be more than enough. Let's go ahead and mine that entire vein. Anything else of note? There's a ton of steel, but I don't know if we're going to be able to carry all of it. Oh, whoa, there's some jade and silver as well. Ooh. That, on the other hand, could be of note. I don't know if we're gonna be able to carry it all. That's kind of our biggest problem right now. But we'll see how much we weigh after the gold, and if we have some extra room, well, there's no reason why we shouldn't be able to take everything, right? The failing ship. Tribespeople will attack. Huh. I mean, for 2,000 silver? Yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah, I'll take 2,000 silver. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Now, where to crash? In our actual base. Okay. So, apparently the Janissary can be sacrificed, which is good to know. There's also going to be a rescue shuttle in 8 hours. Good stuff. So, what? We only need to deal with a single raid? Looks about right. Okay, so it said that they're only tribespeople. However, there is a fair few of them. So, what we'll do... Let's get both of our claws and get them somewhat set up. Let's get all 3 of our barkskin dryads and get all of them set up. Then, Luxembourg, Natalie, you are going to take up shop right towards the top of our base. Which they are not going towards. Alright, in that case, go ahead and join our dryads. So, they are still going to be a bit of a threat. Tribespeople or not, they're all ranged. So, here's what we're going to do. You attack here, you attack here, you attack here, then boom, boom. Let's see if it works out or not. So far, it's going pretty okay. The damage we're doing is pretty good. They're far out of range of our tower, but that's okay. Okay, let's attack here. We also do still have our uranium slug turret. They're running, but it's far too late for them. Far too late indeed. You should have picked a better target. Yum. Yum, yum. Alright. Thank you. You guys are good to unready. Luxembourg, you're good as well. Okay, well. That went extremely well. And for the low, low price of basically no effort. Male and female, here we go. Try number 2. But for the low, low price of barely any effort, we get 2k silver. Did that just destroy my freaking Cerulean tree? Wow. Okay, so Maple's Cerulean tree was just destroyed? That... Huh. That sucks. That sucks really bad. However, you know, at least it didn't land on any of our people. There is that. Had it landed on one of our people, I would have been significantly more upset. But, you know, all things considered, that could have been a lot worse. Speedy is going for a recruit. 1.8% chance fail. And 1.4% chance fail. Alright, well, still got a couple more attempts. We are gathering all the silver. All the jade has already been dug out. That is the power of Kyoko having... No, never mind. I thought Kyoko had the drill arm, but we haven't gotten that installed just yet. So yeah, no, we are just getting much better at drilling. Hey, and Kyoko even managed to get a little bit of a Psy-Link level. Okie dokie. Well, tell you what, that is definitely going to be enough. So let's set to load everybody. Let's get all the jade, all the silver. 700 silver, 555 gold, and 373 jade. Well worth the trip. Extremely worth the trip, in fact, because that is so much value for, like, barely any effort. Oh, I just noticed that there's uranium ore. Ugh. Oh well, we barely have any more room, so may as well, let's not be too greedy. Let's just be happy with what we got and go home. And back home we are. Okay, now, just saying, if we can recruit these 2 Thrumbos, oh buddy, are we gonna be in business. But with rounding up, 2% chance every single time? Yeah, it's not looking super likely. Also, I'm pretty sure, Natalie, if you can come contact the Archonexus. Yeah, we have to wait 5 days for another orbital trader. Ugh. Well, we're playing the waiting game. Also, we got another Cerulean sprout, so hey, we can get our tree back. It's just gonna take a while to get all of our dryads. But as a update, here's what we're doing. We obviously have our walls ready to go. We have a uranium slug turret, which has pretty good range coverage, all things considered. You know, its accuracy leaves a little bit to be desired, but still, it has good range and pretty much covers its whole area. Actually, what I'm gonna do real quick is just allow all that. That way we can bring it in. And then we have a second uranium slug turret down here for the same reason. It has really, really good range coverage. So if anything tries to attack our 2 leftmost walls, they have to go through effectively no man's land while being shot at while we're moving into position, and they still have walls to deal with. So overall, I'd say that's a very fine way to defend our land, wouldn't you? But as far as tech prints and everything, since it is such a long cooldown to contact the Archonexus, we're kinda still just playing the waiting game. Now, there is also the spooky wall right here, and the spooky wall over here. There might be tech prints inside, but the thing is, I believe both of them have the ancient Vat soldier guys, and we're strong. But from memory, they're significantly stronger, and I'm not confident that we'll be able to take them out, especially because I don't know how many are behind those walls. Oh, fun, gill rot. Well, looks like we're not going to be fishing for a little bit. But, oh well, progress is still being made. All things considered, the people that we are going to be bringing are doing really, really nice. Kyoko has a bionic jaw, bionic heart. Bowman has a drill arm, bionic heart, field arm. Natalie, 2 bionic eyes, healing enhancer, coagulator, tough skin gland, and a bionic heart. Master Melee, well, we already know what you have. And then Apple, drill arm, 2 detox lungs, a bionic heart, immuno enhancer, a detox kidney, bionic strider leg, and a field hand. Yeah, we're only suffering from a 4% movement speed debuff on Apple. That's pretty good. That right there, that's good value. That's what that there is. These dudes who are just randomly passing by just happen to have a jump pack tech print? Okay, yeah, tell you what, if you're willing to sell it, I'm willing to buy it. Also, I will give you all of these bows. We have far exceeded such things. For now, at least. Also, you can have this deep blue serum, and you can have this book that we no longer need. And a pleasure doing business with you. Also, ancient warehouse. It's pretty far away. Could be something to note. However, Pharrell, let's make a few new friends, shall we? Okay, now what can we gift them that realistically they would like? You know what? Anything that's somewhat low, like these. Actually, excellent Muffalo Sash. That'll still last a long time. We can make plenty more wood plate armor, so I think we can afford to give those. Let's see. These are all kind of damaged. Honestly, I'm thinking that... Oh, you know what? We can give them... Oh, yeah. 1,000 cloth. Okay, they're up to 54. Good enough for me. Next time they come around, I'm almost certain that we'll make another bit of friends. Now, tech print is... applied. Which means that's... And we're having a party because of it. Yippee! And if... Oh, that's fun. And it's Pharrell that's throwing the party. So Pharrell was like, guys, we got a new research. We gotta party it up. But yeah, as far as like friends and everything are doing, factions, let's see. Neutral 54, Ally 92, Ally 75, Ally 62, Ally 58. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're doing good. Well, that's not good, especially considering our unstable power cell is about to be where they land. Alright everybody, get ready, because it seems as though they've learned how to drop right on us. Okay, there's our wannabe dragons. Bring them in! Oh, they even broke into our storage? Not cool. Well, you guys asked for it now. You gotta go. You're gonna get the Dryad treatment. Oh, wow, what a shot immediately. All right, here. Melee's already on top of him. Natalie, let's get you going. Okay, good stuff. Oh, what's that? You're fleeing? Wow, what a shame. If only you hadn't dropped immediately on top of us. If anything, we're actually quite lucky that, that Nyana actually survived, because holy did she take some damage. Oh, her toe got shot off. Ugh. Well, you get what you deserve. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, look at that. All 3 tech prints that we want. Oh, an Archotech leg. No way. Well, there goes all our money. You know what, though? Absolutely worth it. Also, you can have the shuttle engine. I don't think we're going to be making another one. What else can I give them? Honestly, nothing too much of note. Oh, yeah. Now, I do want to give them a gift, because they're actually extremely low on rep now for us, so we do need to solve that a little bit. So, you can have these packaged survival meals. You can have this... There's not really a whole lot I want to give you, if I'm honest. Also, our Muffalos have not been breeding, so that's kind of a problem. We could give you a little bit of gold. Yeah, plus 33. Good enough. Alright, well, they're friendly enough. Also, are our Muffalo not in the same... That's why they're not breeding. Okay. You know what? Here's what we'll do. This is big brain. We're gonna make it so Muffalo are not allowed in this one, and they're only allowed in this one. Therefore, they'll be together, they'll breed, and we'll start getting more Muffalos. I was wondering why it just, like, stopped. That'll be why. Also, let's get these tech prints applied ASAP, because they have got to get going. Melee! You can apply this one. This one... Let's see. Pharrell, you can apply this one. And the third and last one can be applied by Bowman. Can't I just upgrade in peace? A group of tribespeople have arrived, and they are attacking immediately. Ooh, one of them even has armor. Okay, yeah. Well, if you needed proof that we're getting close to time, this is it. Because even the tribespeople are becoming a threat now. Okay, now we did just have multiple rounds of surgery, so a lot of our people are not quite in fighting shape. But we're gonna make it work anyway. Melee, Luxembourg, Natalie, Snaz, Alchemist. I want all of you ready to go immediately. You know what? Let's get everyone next to the wall. Then let's get our Gigaclars. Let's get them outside the wall. Then, if I can find them, our big old tanky boys. Okay, they're kind of just all over the place. So, let's have them... Oh. Let's have them line up right outside the wall. And all of this, combined with the turret shooting at them, should be enough. Nyana, let's get you back inside, because you are not in a good position right now. Okay, everyone's getting into position. The turret is presumably about to fire. Alchemist is kind of in the thick of things. You know what, Alchemist, you can come over here and start shooting. Natalie, I want you by the turret, and you can start shooting. Okay, both Clars, I want you after this one, you after this one. Then we will adjust as needed. Right now they're all kind of gathering up around our mechanoids, that's fine. Okay, one of our Clars did go down, so presumably he just took a nasty attack. Ooh, Maple, you are not in a good spot. Let's have you go the other way. No, 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 no. The other way, the long way. Okay, then back inside you go. Okay. Now, our 3 melee fighters, we're going to have them start running it down. All 4 of our tanky dryads are also going to start trying to keep them busy. Okay. And then we're also going to start moving up all of our shooters as we go. Akavis, Natalie, I want both of you to take a decent position. Here we go! The fact that we have massive dryads keeping everything busy is really, really nice for us. Actually, you know what? With our melee characters, you 3, free for all. Go for who you're gonna go for. Okay, now I want both of you to move just a little bit closer so that your aim is a bit better. Okay, they're now fleeing, so both of you attack as you will. Use your discretion. Melee taking absolutely no prisoners against humps. Not even taking any damage. Oh. Okay, Pharrell is very upset because you're hungry and you're awake. Well, Pharrell, you don't have to craft right now. You know that, right? Alright, apparently you don't. Let's see, Maple is now in safety. That's good. Nirvana is in safety. Even better. How you guys doing over here? Still fighting? Okay, let's call back our dryads. Let's call back these dryads. Okay, there is still a couple of them alive. However, I actually don't really think that we want new people right now. So, I actually think that we're just going to hold off. If they get up and run, so be it. I'm okay with them escaping. After all, we proved our point. That ought to teach them. Stay away from our forest. Pharrell just ate a body? Why? Why did you do that? We have food. We have a lot of food, in fact. Why did you do that? Okay, Pharrell is upset that you ate someone, but yet you didn't have to do that even a little bit. Okay. Sure. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Tell you what, let's have Apple come up here and do a Psychic Soothe before Pharrell gets a mental break. I am also going to do Artificial Metabolism, that way we get that up and going. Another thing I'm thinking of doing is, even though we're really not going to use mechanoids past this particular base, is I was really debating just taking on all the mechanoids to get all their research, because it actually does kind of work out, because we can come all the way up here and get the Waste Pack Atomizer, which, while we don't need it right now, it is more research for us. Speaking of, have we... Nope, still haven't done enough. More research is yet to come. We never quite reached that mark, now do we? The Burning Swans. A guy wants us to draw 20 man-hunting swans to us, and in return, he's willing to give us another Resurrector Mech Serum. Deal. Sure, it'll be a bit dangerous, but we'll be fine. Everything will be okay, probably. Well, I mean, who am I to say no to another Resurrector Mech Serum, huh? Now, something else I've decided to do is, even though I think the drill arm and the field hand are good, I think for more general purpose, we should probably have some more regular bionic arms, because they're just 125% part efficiency. So, while they don't specialize in anything, it's better for just kinda everything. So, Kyoko is gonna get 2 bionic arms. Also, I gave another bionic arm to Natalie because my thinking is it'll improve shooting, maybe, possibly. Also, the swans are not here yet, which I imagine I should feel nervous about. Two of your tribespeople have gotten sick from the flu. Well, good thing we have excellent medical care, you know, being tribespeople and all. Okay, big tanky dryads, you go up top. And now, the swans have arrived. Apparently we can wait them out, but we simply must kill them. Okay, here they come. Oh, that's a lot of swans. Ow! What the? Wrong target! Okay, both of you, attack as you will. Or just leave, I guess. Okay, both of you, come this way. Now, Luxembourg, come this way. I kind of thought the Dryads were going to be a little bit better than that, but okay. Apparently they don't auto-attack stuff. Nyana is in some trouble. Some big trouble, in fact. Wow, okay. Didn't think they were going to do as much damage as they are currently doing. Okay, just attack as you will. I trust your judgment. You, on the other hand, attack this one in the back. Okay. You, I want rescue Nyana immediately. One of our Dryads died? Wow, okay, so apparently the swan... What did the... You're telling me a swan is able to do this much damage to everybody? I don't believe you for a second. We are going to hold fire now, though. Okay, well... Let's make sure that these swans do not see the light of day again. You got me on how swans are this dangerous, but apparently they are, so... Well, it's still worth it. A ton of uranium and a Resurrector mech serum, so... And nobody died. We can get more Awakened Dryads, so there is that as well, so... Not the end of the world, just a minor setback. I'm fairly sure we didn't. But okay, well, in that case, I'm gonna double check that it's destroyed first. It's destroyed. Okay. I don't know why it's destroyed, and I'm not seeing anywhere else it could be. Maybe in here? Oh. Never mind. I was gonna break into here, but I have changed my mind. Okay, well, I guess we're going back home. Huh. Well, that was easy. What can I say? We're just that good at what we do, I guess. Well, Kyoko, how you feeling? Feeling much better with that new reprocessing stomach of yours? I'm sure you do. So, I'm honestly thinking that we are gonna call this episode here. My original goal was to advance to Spacer, but apparently that's much harder than I thought, because just going through this whole list, look at how much we have researched. And that is still not enough to get Spacer. So, yikes. Basically, the only thing left to do is to summon the mechanoids, take them out, do the research required, then research Waste Pack Atomizer, and ideally, at that point, we're finally able to get, our Spacer up and going. Now, we do actually have a... let me see... this one. The Fundamentals of Toxic Waste Atomization. So technically, we are actually getting progress to the Waste Pack Atomizer just over time. The issue is, we're not always reading this book, so it is extremely slow. So I'm thinking in the next episode, what we're gonna do is we're gonna summon and defeat the mechanoids, get all that research going. Ideally, at that point, we can finally advance to Spacer, and we can get our new colony, because we are at 320k and just about ready to go. Now, as far as everybody's upgrades, well, I'll show you the 5 that are important, because they're the ones who are going to be staying. Apple has a Circadian Assistant, which reduces sleep fall rate. Very, very useful, considering she gets tired so fast. Aesthetic Nose, just for a little bit of barter. Drill Arm, for drilling. 2 Detox Lungs, that way we don't have to worry about anything freaking randomly giving us, like, uber cancer or something. Reprocessor Stomach, because, hey, better stomach overall. Bionic Heart, Immuno Enhancer, so we get immunity a little bit faster. Detox Kidney, although debatably a second Immuno Enhancer would have been just fine. 2 Bionic Strider Legs, and a Field Hand. Then, Master Melee has a Healing Enhancer, Coagulator, Stone Skin Gland, which, you know, while it does add little spikies, it's fine. 2 Elbow Blades, Bionic Heart, 2 Detox Kidneys, 2 Bionic Strider Legs, and 2 Power Claws. Then, we come over here to Natalie, who has a bit of a visual bug going, but whatever. 2 Bionic Eyes, Healing Enhancer, Coagulator, Tough Skin Gland, 1 Bionic Arm, Reprocessor Stomach, a Bionic Heart, and the Archotech Leg, so she could get into gunner position a little bit quicker. Then, Bowman, with a Tough Skin Gland, Drill Arm, Reprocessor Stomach, Bionic Heart, and a Field Hand. Then, I sort of learned my lesson a little late, but Kyoko, with a Bionic Jaw, because we just happen to have one. 2 Bionic Arms, because they're better for just all around, Reprocessor Stomach, and a Bionic Heart. So, overall, we're pretty upgraded. I did also give Natalie something I thought would be interesting, which is the Charge Rifle. We made one that's excellent quality, so I thought maybe it would be useful, but I don't know that for certain. But its stats are, like, pretty legit. It has a ton... Actually, here, I can show you. 35% armor pen and a 16 damage. Like, that seems really solid. That's better than our assault rifle, so we'll give it a try. We'll see how it goes. But overall, it's really not that bad. We also gave another one to Alchemist, because much the same reason. Armor pen, bit of damage, overall good. What I want to do before we officially get moved, and we do have time for it, I want to make some cataphract armor. Now, I don't know if Melee is willing to wear a cataphract helmet. If you are, that's perfect. If you're not, it sucks, but it's not the end of the world. Because Melee, despite being a nudist, is allowed to wear helmets. So my thinking is, cataphract helmet is pretty good. And then, of course, everyone else, like Bowman, we could probably just get a nice set of armor. That would probably be fine. Natalie, we can get a nice set of armor. That'd probably be fine. Because apparently, we can still wear certain things on the outer while still having all of our maid stuff on. So I'm willing to put that to good use. Also, we don't really have much of anything for the belt. So a little unfortunate there. But yeah, overall, we're looking really, really good. Like, everybody is so upgraded at this point that it's kind of crazy. But, of course, it's not quite done yet. We still have a lot more to go. For example, right over here, I have another bionic arm being made. Debatably, I should queue up 2 of them, but whatever. 2 more tough skin glands. That way, everybody has it. A little bit more defense. And 4 more circadian assistance, which is the, we don't get tired quite as fast. Especially because we're going to be down to 5 people. Having that little bit of extra time to just do whatever we need to do will be very, very nice. There is also the chance that we get any Arco whatever limbs before we go, the Archotech limbs. That would be nice. I'm not exactly holding out for that, since it is pure RNG. We cannot craft those, so not holding out hope for that, but it would be nice. So if we get them, hooray. If we don't, whatever. But in the next episode, it is a guarantee that we are going to be moving to our next base. Whether we get Spacer or not, but we'll see. I'd rather not go without Spacer, but oh well. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.